6 professional wins. He was 8th at the Olympia just 5 months ago, and really one of the more popular bodybuilders, Bob. We're looking at the X-Man at 43 years old, the oldest guy in the contest, and we saw him a couple weeks ago in Phoenix, and I can tell you right now, this is a much better Toney Freeman than we saw in Phoenix, the one who had to settle for 3rd place just 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely. Well, the big man called it there. He was not aiming for the Phoenix title. He was taking the Phoenix title, like Dan, I can assure you. But a big man like this, and Toney is 290 pounds on stage, and he's close to that here. I can tell you he might be just a few pounds trimmer than that. But yes, much better conditioning. You can see the level of vascularity, Dan, much crisper. This is where it's going to make the difference because Toney was holding a lot of water in his back a couple weeks ago. And you're going to see just from his first back double biceps, if he's actually got that problem under control. If he's sharp from the back, instant contender up there in the top 5. If he's not, he'll be in the second call-out. And you can see right here, Dan, the arms are up, the pose is hit, and a much better Toney Freeman. You can see a couple lines down there. You can see still holding a little bit of water, but not nearly as much as a couple weeks ago. This is a guy that needs these rounds and these call-outs, Dan, to get better. Toney's going to have to get better and work his way up that lineup because right now he's probably not as good as those top 3 guys we talked about.
Well, you mentioned the water, and that's something the judges, believe it or not, look closely at because they know if they see you sweating like they saw Freeman sweating when he was hitting his shots during prejudging in Phoenix, they knew he mistimed it. And here he is. He's showing a much drier physique. And I think when this thing is all said and done, the X-Man will be a participant in this year's final pose down.
I believe that too, Dan. I don't see him out of the top 6, certainly. He's got too much muscle. He's going to dominate that stage in terms of height and just purely overwhelm guys. And that little move he just did, Dan, I didn't want it to go unnoticed, folks. When he went from the back back lat spread and turned around, if you notice, he stayed with his arms up in the air and he turned sideways. That was not done by accident. Toney likes to accentuate the fact that he's got a tiny waist for a guy who's close to 300 pounds. That was done for the benefit of the judges.
Toney Freeman.
He wants him to take notice of that.
All right, Bob.